this is Sharon from craftyandcreativeideas.blogspot.com. I'm here today to bring you another one of my Wow That's Cool videos from my series. Today's video is going to be a technique video, and I'm going to be showing you, I'm not actually going to construct this whole bag on the video because it's going to take a while just for the doing the technique of the bag. But I think you can put this together if I just show you what I used. I mean, I think you'll figure this out really easily. For the paper, I had used the Monsters designer paper for this year, and there was a wood tone on the back of the main paper. And what I did was with that was I cut that out with the large framelit from the Chalk Talk. I can find it here. From my Chalk Talk framelits, and I had used the larger one. Okay, so that one was cut out that, so it's just easy. As far as the stamp, it was a retired stamp set that I had used called Halloween Bash, and I had stamped the Celebrate. This was done with Tangela Twist ink. Then I used black StazOn ink on the bat, and I had punched that out with our oval punch. Then Tangela Twist paper, the orange paper, and I had inked the edges with black ink and cut that out with our scallop oval. And then I used the larger image was the label punch. I don't know if you just saw that. And what else was on here? And then I just did some chevron ribbon, the black ribbon. I always used the label punch also to punch out the Celebrate. I just pretty much stamped the upper part of the stamp, not worrying about the rest of this, and then just stamped, punched it out. So, but we're going to get on and start moving on to the bag, because the bag, I'm going to bring this up really close. As you can see, this bag has been all inked. It's an inking technique to make the bag really fancy looking, which I love. So I'm going to get, we're going to move along on here in this video and get right over to working on the technique itself to make the bag. Okay, now the fun part. How are we going to get this cello bag to look like this? Cool, isn't it? Okay, I used my Fancy Fan embossing folder and my white StazOn ink. And for this, you're going to need a brayer, and I like to have a pair of tweezers too. And you're going to need the 4x6 cello bag from Stampin' Up. Okay, so we're going to take the cello bag. There's two sides, the one side that opens, but then there's a seam on the other side. Make sure that your seam is facing up, otherwise your diagram, when it prints, is not going to be flush with the bag itself. Okay, so now what you want to do is take your StazOn, your white StazOn ink, and I used the side you can really use in different effects on which side you use this. But as you can see, I wanted to use just the outline of the fan itself came through. So if we use the other side, then you're going to have the fan itself, you're going to have the full color in. And you could use either one you want, and you're going to have a different effect, but I wanted the outline. So I'm using, you just need to feel like which one is the one that's the outline of the fans are sticking up. And you're going to take your white embossing. On this folder, it happens to be the opposite side of the Stampin' Up logo. And you just want to ink this really good all over. Just make sure this is really covered well. Okay, then you're going to take your cello bag, lay it in there with the seam side up, and try to kind of center this so that your bag is going to be evenly patterned. Okay, then close it. Then you're going to take your brayer. I just want to close my ink up here. You're going to take your brayer and just keep rolling on the top of the folder. There we go. Okay, then this is why I like tweezers. Is you're just going to take your tweezer, because this is going to be wet and you're going to have to let this sit out for 15-20 minutes or something. And there you go. Beautiful. So now when you put your cookies in there, or the candy, or whatever you're going to stuff this with, it's going to be absolutely elegant. It's just so cute. I did have a little bit of, I will say, I did have a little trouble cleaning it. I tried like the Stays-On cleaner and using it with a toothbrush, and I also tried Goo Off paint cleaner, and I tried alcohol. The alcohol seemed to take it off the most with the toothbrush, but I don't know what repercussions that could be down the road, the alcohol and the plastic, if any. I honestly don't know. It doesn't affect how it embosses afterward, but my feel on this is that I'd rather have, if I'm going to do my cello bags like this with a certain pattern all the time, I would just pick one folder that I'm going to like, either the fan or the argyle or whatever, and then I would just have two folders, one for embossing my bags and one for just embossing the paper. But I mean, it's not going to hurt anything now that this is done this way, but you know, you can be the judge of that. Thanks for stopping by for the video. I hope that this video has been helpful for you, and I hope you've enjoyed this technique. And I don't know if you have subscribed to my channel. If not, just click the subscribe button and you won't ever miss another video, because you'll always get informed when I come out with new videos. And if you have time to leave a comment or a thumbs up, I sure would appreciate it. Until next time, God bless.